ser más fuerte, subir mi voluntad a otro nivel, espíritu rebelde, valiente, para mejorar este.
A country rich in oil and history. Venezuela is a country in the northern part of South America. It has beautiful mountains, forests, rivers, and beaches. It's also home to one of the largest oil reserves in the world. For many years, oil has shaped Venezuela's economy, politics, and daily life. Although Venezuela became one of the richest countries in Latin America because of oil, it also faced serious economic and political problems. Today, many people know Venezuela for its oil wealth, but also for its difficult economic situation. This article explains how oil was discovered, how it changed the country, who its most important leader was, and one historic event that changed Venezuela forever. The discovery of oil. Before oil was discovered, Venezuela's economy depended mostly on farming. People produced coffee, cocoa, sugar, and cattle. These products were exported to other countries. Oil exploration began in the late 1800s. At that time, people knew that natural oil leaked from the ground in some areas. The first important oil discoveries happened in the early 1900s. In 1914, workers discovered a large oil field in Min Grande, located in western Venezuela. This was called the Zumacuan well. It became the first successful commercial oil well in the country. This discovery attracted many international oil companies. A much larger event happened in 1922. The famous Barroso No. 2 oil well exploded near Lake Maracaibo. Oil shot high into the sky for several days. Thousands of barrels of oil flowed every day. This event showed the world that Venezuela had enormous oil reserves. Soon, companies from the United States, Britain, and the Netherlands invested heavily in Venezuelan oil production. By the 1930s, Venezuela had become one of the world's largest oil exporters. Oil completely changed the country's future. How oil changed Venezuela's economy. Oil became the engine of Venezuela's economy. The government earned billions of dollars by exporting crude oil. The country built new highways, airports, schools, hospitals, modern cities, ports. Many people moved from rural villages to cities to work in the oil industry. Foreign companies brought new technology and investment. During the 1950s and 1960s, Venezuela became one of the richest countries in Latin America. Many immigration from Europe came to Venezuela because jobs were easy to find. Oil money also helped improve education and healthcare. However, there was one major problem. The economy depended almost entirely on oil. Instead of developing manufacturing, agriculture, and technology, the country relied mostly on petroleum exports. This dependence became dangerous when oil prices fell. The oil crisis and economic problems. Everything changed after oil prices became unstable. In the 1970s, oil prices increased sharply. The government spent large amount of money on public projects and social programs. Many people believed oil wealth would last forever. However, during the 1980s, oil prices dropped. Government income became much smaller. The country borrowed large amount of money. Inflation increased. Unemployment rose. Poverty became more common. Later, political conflicts and international sanctions made economic problems even worse. The national oil company Petróleos de Venezuela S.A. produced less oil than before. Today, Venezuela still has some of the world's largest proven oil reserves, but production is much lower than it was decades ago. Many Venezuelans have left the country in search of better opportunities. Venezuela's most important leader. One of the most influential leaders in Venezuelan history was Hugo Chavez. He became president in 1999. Chavez promised to reduce poverty and help poor families. He used oil revenue to finance free healthcare, new schools, housing projects, food assistance programs. Many poor people strongly supported him. However, many others criticized his government. Critics said that the government became too powerful. The economy depended even more on oil. Private businesses faced increasing restrictions. Inflation became a serious problem. During Chavez's presidency, oil prices were very high. This allowed the government to spend large amount of money. After oil prices fell, Venezuela entered one of the worst economic crises in its history. Even today, Hugo Chavez remains one of the most debated political figures in Latin America. Some people remember him as a hero who helped the poor. Others believe his policies created long-term economic problems. A historic event, the Caracazo, 1989. One of the most important events in Venezuelan history is the Caracazo. The Caracazo happened in February 1989. The government increased fuel prices and public transportation costs. Many people were already poor. They became angry because daily life became more expensive. Large protests started in the capital city, Caracas. Soon, protests spread across the country. Some demonstrations became violent. Stores were looted. The government sent soldiers to restore order. Many people died during the unrest. The exact number is still debated. The Caracazo changed Venezuelan politics forever. Many citizens lost trust in traditional political parties. This event later helped Hugo Chavez gain public support. Many historians believe the Caracazo was a turning point in modern Venezuelan history. Conclusion: Venezuela is a country with enormous natural wealth. The discovery of transformed it into one of the richest countries in Latin America during the 20th century. Oil brought roads, schools, hospitals, and economic growth. However, relying too much on one natural resource also created serious risks. When oil prices fell, the economy suffered greatly. Leaders such as Hugo Chavez tried to use oil wealth to improve people's lives, but Venezuela also experienced political division and economic hardship. Historic events like the Caracazo changed the country's future and influenced later political developments. Today, Venezuela remains one of the world's most important oil production countries in terms of reserves. Its history teaches an important lesson. Natural resources can create great opportunities, but long-term prosperity also depends on a diversified economy, strong institutions, and careful planning. I am deeply saddened by the loss of thousands of lives in the two recent major earthquakes in Venezuela, and I wish a speedy recovery to the injured. May such tragedies never happen again.